Well, this is actually my first time at Frames, and I'm amazed at the participation. The number of people that come to Mumbai for this event is truly amazing. The conference rooms are packed. In fact, I'm a little claustrophobic personally, so the attendance is amazing.
Talk about the ultraviolet thing which is emerging over the last 1 year. People in India have started to know about it. How do we need to make the thing happen? Make India also as part of that to create a policy.
So ultraviolet is a new product that's being developed by a multiple of companies throughout the world. It's a global standard that is meant not to replace physical media, but actually to complement physical media. And it actually takes a notion that looks out into the future and asks a very simple question. What happens when we move from a physical world into a digital world? And that's really what ultraviolet seeks to address. And it's a new product. So now in ultraviolet, while we're launching with film and television, anything digital can go into your own personal locker in the cloud. And then once it's in the cloud, third-party services can actually access that information and provide you with services. So if, for example, you bought a movie on Blu-ray and you bought an ultraviolet Blu-ray disc, a digital proof of purchase would go into the cloud. So now if I wanted to access that content over Star, for example, they could stream that movie to me even though I bought it on Blu-ray. So it's a new standard that's being developed. It's a global standard, and hopefully it'll come to India shortly.
How has been the acceptance so far of this standard?
Well, we're rolling out the standard in the United States in the June-July timeframe, but it takes a lot to build in the background. Very similar in many ways to the early days of ATM cards, where you could only use it in your own bank. And today we take that for granted because now I can use an ATM in any bank around the world. An infrastructure needed to be built in order to do that, and that's exactly what we're building in ultraviolet. It's an infrastructure that allows consumers choice and flexibility so they know they can collect digital content and play it across any device of their choice.
Finally, where is India in the radar of Sony?
I'm sorry?
Where is India in the radar of Sony?
Where
is India? Where do you place India in the Sony's?
In Sony, well, I represent Sony Pictures, of course, not Sony Corporation. And Sony Pictures has SET here in India, and we take this market very seriously.